Okay, I'm going to do a demonstration of how we're going to be creating our prints. But let's introduce all of our materials here. This is your registration paper. What I mean by that, we're going to be using this as our place to register our paper or center our prints. You're going to be taping that down to your desk. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to have printing paper, and I'm going to have it cut down for you guys. You're going to tape that up to the edge of your registration paper. So I'm going to just do that. Just a couple pieces should do you. Okay, next thing you have is your jelly plate, and it looks like gelatin. It's really fun. You're going to center that here. Okay, hopefully at this point in time you've already created your organic and geometric shapes out of this tag board. Okay, so we're going to be creating organic and geometric shapes out of this, drawing them on, cutting them out. These are my shapes that I created. So I've got some geometric, I have some organic. There's another geometric. They're painted because I've already done some test prints. So that's why they're actually have paint on them. Okay, so we have a variety of different shapes, and believe me, the more you have, the better your outcome will be. All right, the first step we're going to do is we have our paints over here. I've kind of organized them according to value. I have light, medium, and dark value. My recommendation is just to experiment with your values. Mix them up, it's okay. Not mix the colors, but just change up the order, just to kind of have fun with it. So I think I'm going to start with my dark value today. I'm just going to use my flat brush, and I'm going to paint across my jelly plate. And you notice I'm not using a lot of paint, right? I'm just taking my brush, taking across the plate just to create a layer. There are no clumps. You will see brush strokes, which is actually kind of cool. And as you experiment with this process, please explore adding different types of brush strokes to create textures. You can even also incorporate other colors too if you'd like as well. But I'm just going to keep this really simple. All right, so I have my paint on my jelly plate. I'm going to arrange my shapes. I like doing things on and off the plate, so you'll figure that out as you go. And I'm going to just kind of arrange them in an interesting way, interesting composition, using all of my different shapes. And again, we're going to use organic and geometric. And I've got these little flowers I'm going to fill in there. I have this little blob I'm going to kind of put off the edge there. What else can I add? Maybe I'll add this guy over here too, going kind of off the paper. And this is why we have our tape over here. We're going to actually take our paper now, flip it over, and now it's aligned. It's registered over our jelly plate. So I'm going to press it. And this may be enough to create your print, but I also like to use a brayer. And this is our brayer, and you're going to carefully just kind of go over your plate again to press down your paper over the plate, making sure you kind of get all the corners. All right, pull it back, and you're going to see now we have these negative shapes over here. All right. And that's one of our prints. Now we're going to remove our shapes and just put them off onto your wax paper with your paint. So we're going to take them all off, carefully ensuring that our jelly plate doesn't shift. I mean, if it does, just put it back in the right place. You notice that you're going to see there's still some paint left on the plate, but that's okay. Don't worry about washing it. Just leave it alone. As you print, some of those colors are going to transfer or translate into your final product, and it actually looks pretty cool. All right, I'm going to switch up my color now. I'm going to rinse out my brush a little bit. And I'm going to go to blue. All right, again, just a light coat of paint. No clumps. If you have clumps, then what's going to happen is your paint's going to smear and you're gonna have a mess. Okay, so just a light coat of paint over top of your plate. Again, you're gonna see brush strokes, that is okay. It looks kind of cool actually when you do that. Okay, now I'm going to arrange my shapes again, and I'm gonna try to just sort of pay attention to where I had my other shapes before. Like I'm not gonna put my rectangle in the same place. I wanna put it in a different place. I'm gonna put it maybe down here. Okay, you don't have to think too much about this. Just again, be kind of random. I think I'll put that, I'm gonna put my circle there, leaf there. I'm gonna put this guy here. Maybe off the paper here, off the plate. I'm gonna throw my butterfly. This one, no room. I'm gonna come back to him. And it's kind of nice to have varying sizes so that you can fill in those spaces. I'm gonna throw in my little snail guy here. He's pretty cute. All right, there we go. Now I'm gonna flip the paper again. And again, so all I have to do is just flip it over, press with my hands, kind of make sure you don't have paint on your hands, you know, it happens. Do you use your brayer just to kind of roll it over the edges again, holding your paper kind of steady. All right, and then pull your paper back. And now you have your next layer of printing. All right, again, I'm gonna remove my shapes. And you have to be kind of careful so you don't tear them. But if you do, I mean, honestly, just stick it back together. It should be okay. All right, so my last layer is going to be orange. I'm gonna just wipe off my brush. And again, I'm not cleaning my plate. I'm just leaving the paint on there. And I'm doing some orange. And you have to work fast because tempera is very fast drying. So you can't be goofing around and then leave the paint on your plate, adding your shapes and then not printing right away because it will just dry. All right, again, rearrange your shapes. I'm gonna throw in the butterfly this time. I like this guy over here. And maybe he's gonna go off the edge there a little bit, and then I'm gonna put this guy here. All right, there we go. Last time, we're gonna take our paper over, press with our hands just to kind of get the paper sticking a little bit to the plate. And last is our brayer. There we go. And pull back for the reveal. And there we go. Really cool. All right, so again, you know, experiment with your colors, change up your layers. I mean, I think next time I would start with maybe with my orange and then kind of build up and do the purple last or possibly the blue last. But your goal is to do 3 or more prints and have fun.